Hey everyone, Paget here. Today I'm going to show you 5 simple exercises that you can do when you have back pain. Studies show that over time, about 80% of us will experience back pain. So if you're one of the people that's experiencing back pain right now and you have no specific diagnosis, for example, you haven't got a disc pressing on a nerve, you haven't got something growing pressing on a nerve, if you just get what they call mechanical back pain, i.e. it hurts when you move, and these exercises are for you. Okay, first thing we're going to do is lie down on our backs. Then we're going to slowly start to experience what we call a pelvic tilt. Okay, so you lie down, take a deep breath in, and as you breathe in, you may notice that your hips move towards your feet just a little bit. But I want you to exaggerate that. So you're going to breathe in, and you're going to lift up your lower back here, make your belly nice and big, and then you're going to experience your hips rotating forwards. Good. Now as you breathe out, you're going to go backwards. Here's my cat here, come to say hello. Likes to join in the videos. So you're going to breathe in, tilt this way, breathe out, tilt this way. Perfect. Breathe in, breathe out. Now as you do this, you don't want to overextend. You don't want to move kind of like arch up like this or anything. It's just a subtle movement to get the spine moving, get the muscles relaxing, and start to pump out any inflammation that's into your lower back. The second thing we're going to do is very simply a knee hug exercise. So we can do this one at a time like this. If you bend your knees to here, assuming this position isn't too painful for you, you can just gently stretch your lower back right down into here and start getting some relief. Now, some of you may find that actually moving your hip in a little circle could be more pain relieving than just the stretch. So feel free to move your hips when you do this. Now, if it's not painful, try do this with both legs at the same time. So you bring them both up, flattening your lower back into the mat or into the carpet or into the floor, and now you can do tiny circles with your hips. Go both ways with this. I sometimes find that 10 movements both ways is just long enough to start to relax and stretch out those tight muscles on the bottom of your back. Now we're going to do some somatic exercises. So somatics is a way of stretching a muscle and then contracting the muscle in order for that muscle tone to reset. The first one we're going to do is what we call the somatic flower. You're going to bring your knees together and you're going to slowly let them drop out. And as they drop out, you'll notice that your back tends to arch up. That's normal. That's what we wanted to do. Then as you bring your knees back together, your back will go down onto the ground. Put your hands out at 45 degrees. Let me just move slightly so you can see this. Hands out 45 degrees. And you're going to turn the hands outwards in what we call external rotation when you drop your knees out. So you can see my rib cage is sticking up, my back is arching, my shoulder blades have come down towards each other, and I've taken a nice deep breath in. Then you go the other way, turn the hands over, let the shoulder blades come off, bring the knees together and breathe out. Tummy should be tight here. You can put a little bit of pressure onto your knees so you feel the groin muscles working, and the hands are all the way rotated over so that the shoulders come off the ground. Then breathe in again, open up, and then breathe out. Close back down. So this is called a somatic flower, and we don't need to do many. We just need to do 3 or 5 of these at any one time, but make sure you link the movement with breath. The second to last movement we're going to do is called the Washrag. Again, it's a somatic exercise, and it helps move the lumbar spine and help relax those muscles either side of the spine. So hopefully you can see with my cat Jerry here. We're going to put the arms out either side of us, 90 degrees, and we're going to turn and face the palm that's pointing upwards, but we're going to take the other one and point it downwards. Now, if my head is pointing to the left, I'm going to drop my knees very slowly and let them point to the right. Then I'm going to take a deep breath in as I turn both palms pointing up and have my knees pointing up. Then I'm going to breathe out and turn the hand that I'm not looking at down and the hand that I am looking at up. I'm even going to turn it more up like this, so it's actually pointing above my head. And I'm going to breathe in Pause at the top and breathe out. You can see here, I've turned this hand kind of like pointing up towards where my head is pointing. Breathe in, breathe out. So with the shoulders, we end up getting this sort of washrag effect, as we can call it, where we're twisting those shoulders like this and the knees are moving opposite to that. That's a great one for getting the synchronicity between the pelvis and the shoulders that we use when we walk. But also it helps pump out fluid and relax muscles. Okay, this is the fifth and final one. Super simple, we're going to use a child's pose. Now, some of you may already know what this is. Some of you, this may be new to you. So you're going to get onto all fours. And you're going to slowly go down to the child's pose. And then once you're here, you can either rest your head on the ground or on your hands or on a block. It's up to you. And I know what it's like to have lower back pain. I've had lower back pain multiple times. And when it's really bad, you're standing up and you're looking down at the ground, and you go to a yoga class or something, and the yoga teacher says, everyone lie down. And you're like, oof, that's a long way away. That's going to take me a while. So you don't need to move quickly into these movements at all. Take your time. You don't need to be a hero. But at the same time, all the research on back pain is suggesting that you've got to keep moving. Lying down and taking a week off and lying supine is not the cure for back pain. These gentle movements, walking, tolerating what you can, is the way forward. All right, look, if you like what you've seen here and you want to know a little bit more, drop me a comment below, and I do endeavor to answer every single comment I have. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. The more you subscribe, the more I can make these videos. Check out my playlists on scoliosis and back pain so that you can see how I treat these things and watch all the YouTube videos related to your particular condition. All right, see you in the next video.